And now, a very special Business Pants Corporate Theater editorial by guest contributor Jiminy Cricket.
Well, hello. Cricket's the name. Jiminy Cricket. You may know me from the 1940 Walt Disney classic animated film Pinocchio. In that film, I was appointed by the Blue Fairy to serve as Pinocchio's official conscience, and I did my best to steer the little guy away from evil and bad decisions. I wasn't always successful, but ultimately, Pinocchio did choose the right path and, in the end, became a real boy, although, frankly, some of us of the non-human variety don't think that that's much of a prize, but that's beside the point. I would like to give my proverbial 2 cents regarding Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' recent political move against my alma mater, the Walt Disney Company. It seems this DeSantis character doesn't take too kindly to Disney publicly disagreeing with his draconian don't say gay policies, and, well, now he's going to flex his right-wing muscle and assert some misguided authority over the company by dissolving Disney's self-governing district and appointing a board to oversee the government services that the Disney district provides. And he doesn't want to stop there. This smug, wet sock wants to have his way in what type of content Disney produces from now on. As a member of a political party that constantly preaches the evils of socialism, communism, and Marxism, concepts they really know nothing about, DeSantis is pretty much nationalizing a company for political reasons, which is exactly what Uncle Joe Stalin did in the USSR. This is also the same group that is taking books out of libraries and erasing history from school curriculums. As an officially appointed conscience, I can guarantee you, whatever it is that authoritarians scream the loudest against, you can be darn tootin' that that's what they're doing themselves. And, of course, this pompous rube has appointed only his cronies to this newly formed board. Donors and loyalists that look like the road company of The Handmaid's Tale. I gotta tell you folks, this whole mess makes my light green head as red as a cherry tomato. When I think of how Mr. Walt Disney himself would react to DeSantis and his policies, it makes me want to defrost the old man myself and turn him loose on that go-go boot-wearing fraud. Oh, forget what I just said about defrost. I've got a pretty scary NDA that I do not want to break. Listen, I know that the Disney Company is not perfect and never has been. Like every company, it's had its share of great achievements and embarrassing blunders. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Song of the South. And recently, it's had a reputation of being a blood-sucking corporate monster that's slowly eaten up every other major creative property with world domination as its ultimate goal. And their crossover promotion of all those properties is absolutely shameless. I've just been told I'm in the 2nd season of Loki, for crimini's sake. But at least they're putting out fairly progressive material dealing with diversity and inclusivity. They're showing kids that it's 100% A-OK to be you, and the world is not just full of white, heterosexual, suburban Mickey Mouse Club-like drones. Pardon the irony. Besides, they must be doing something right to make these self-appointed guardians of virtue so upset. To bully a company with vengeful laws just because that company doesn't agree with your warped concept of family values is just flat out wrong. And to think that you can control and manipulate artistic expression, well, that's just downright evil. Our conscience is that still small voice people won't listen to. Without a conscience, aka me, old Pinocchio would have ended up an amoral, pathological liar carnival oddity known as the boy with the astounding tree trunk of a nose. If DeSantis even has a conscience, well, he is for sure not listening to it. So all of us that do have a conscience have to do everything we can to stop this kind of very dangerous behavior. Suppressing ideas, opinions, creativity, and individuality cannot be tolerated in any form. During the last worldwide battle with book-burning fascists, Walt Disney said this: "I believe that this frightfulness we see everywhere today is only temporary. Tomorrow will be better, for as long as America keeps alive the ideals of freedom and a better life." I am hopeful that our current frightfulness will be temporary also. Well, I'm off to an anti-DeSantis rally with Baloo the Bear and Sully the Monster. They're pretty intimidating at that sort of event, and I always have a great view sitting on their shoulders. So, join us wherever you are, and don't give up the fight. And remember, when you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come.